Alright, so here's my Syncrowave 200. I thought I would do just some videos as I go along and record my progress. This is, again, Syncrowave 200. Machine had 10 hours when I bought it. Got it off of Craigslist. Pretty good deal. Got a, I believe, 1600 with the bottle, nice flow meter, some TIG rod, looks like I think an upgraded torch, but I'm not sure. A ton of metal that you can see there, and also a pipe notcher. So seemed like a good package deal. Wanted to get one cheaper, but I looked for months and months and months and just could not find the right deal. I've used it maybe once, had no clue of what I was doing. Actually ended up, this is the electrode that came out of it, so you can look. I don't know if it's focusing, but pretty nasty. It's been in there a while. I did have the guy test it that I bought it from. So if you're considering getting a machine like this, you will have to upgrade your electrical probably. This is a 220 volt plug. There's a lot of guys that'll run an extension cord from their dryer, and that's fine. I did have to put a 60 amp breaker in for this machine. It draws as a max like 54 amps, so be prepared to maybe have somebody or pay somebody upgrade your electrical. Here's a quick little cheap bench grinder I got for my electrodes. Was going to do Harbor Freight, but Home Depot had that one for 45 bucks, brand name, and it was maybe $5 or $10 more expensive than the other one. Milwaukee angle grinder, something that you'll definitely need if you want to get into welding. So I don't know which one it is, but basically pretty inexpensive. Got that one also at Home Depot. And then over here, Miller Digital Elite helmet. There was a $70 rebate, so I got it from Weld, I believe, and then a $70 rebate. And then picked up a couple just fairly inexpensive and light-duty TIG gloves from the local welding shop. So I'm hoping to buy a lot of my consumables and, of course, gas from the local welding shop and start to hopefully support them a little bit more, or as much as I can. And I'll back up a little bit on a perspective, but that's my welding table. So a lot of the videos you see, the guy has a fully mocked up welding table. This is the reality for me anyways, or for people that are just getting started. You can of course buy some. I chose to just kind of start with this, learn a little bit. I can move it around, tear it down, whatever, and want to build my own table. So this is what I'm going to start out with until I can build my own table. So like I said, I think I struck a couple arcs. My electrode was way too high. Quite honestly, was a little concerned that I was doing it right or wrong, and just kind of backed off. I did set up kind of a local meetup with some other welders and brought some guys in that knew what they're doing. So I think I ran about 3 beads just on steel last night. So we'll give the Syncrowave another try. So anyways, I'll put the camera down in a second. Fire it up, give it a couple minutes. You can see I'm on TIG. I'm not going to mess with any of these. We'll leave it alone for now. I probably should take a look at it, but for now I'll leave it alone. We'll let it go through its thing. I've already put it on DC TIG, up for AC aluminum, and stick is over here. So plenty of other videos you can learn a little bit more about the machine, but again, I just kind of want to record from a new person's perspective what you should expect. My attempts yesterday, again, kind of starting out, not really knowing what to expect, and being nervous and all that kind of stuff, worked out well. After you got a couple under my belt, under the hood, it turned out to be pretty fun. Certainly hard, but pretty fun. Alright, so I'm going to start out with 80, and I'm not sure the thickness of what I'm going to weld on, but just going to start with that little piece. Not going to use any filler or whatever, just kind of melt some metal, see if I can get some puddle. Basically, I did take my grinder and grind it down. There's still a little bit, you can see some stuff. I don't know if that's whatever the coating they say is on the steel. So part of me wanted some areas that I can see if I can burn through it, just for experience. And we'll see how it goes. So yeah, turn my helmet on here. Pretty nice helmet. I used it a couple times, like I said. Got a little auto on here, but I'll turn it on. Got it on 12. I think that might have been a little too dark, so I'm going to start out with an 11 tonight. So yeah, here we go. Alright, this one's a little more rusty. Let's see what that does.